Hi everybody, and welcome to Survival Dads. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the E-FAB Hardhat First Aid Kit. So, do you work in an industry where you have to wear a hard hat? Whether it be construction, engineering, transport and everything in between, a lot of industries nowadays are looking to protect their workers by providing them with a decent hard hat. Now, if you work in a dangerous environment, it's vitally important to have first aid kits stationed around site so that if the worst should happen and someone is injured, either minorly or quite majorly, first aid can be rendered as soon as possible by qualified persons before professional help arrives. Now, the great people at smarthardhats.co.uk have developed this. It's the E-FAB First Aid Kit. So there's plenty of first aid kits out on the market. What makes this one stand out as opposed to another HSE standard first aid kit? Well, this one is designed to fit underneath the helmet. It's pretty cool. I'll demonstrate how it does that shortly. But firstly, I just want to say that wearing this underneath the hard hat does not affect the actual helmet's protection whatsoever. It's been tested and it meets all regulations. So before I talk about how it's actually put into the helmet and how it's deployed, I first want to talk about the actual case itself. So this is made from a durable 420D nylon material. So it's built to last the rigours of industrial use. It's extremely lightweight, weighing just under 80 grams. It has a strong Velcro seal to keep the contents nice and clean. It's incredibly compact at 22 by 10 by 1 centimetre. And it has a nice big finger loop here for instant easy access. Now you may have noticed there are Velcro points attached to various parts of the kit here. Comes with Velcro stitched onto the actual kit and another square piece on each point which is adhesive backed. And the reason for that is so. So here is a standard hard hat. All you do is simply take off the adhesive back in here to the kit, put it underneath against the actual helmet, going past the straps here. Get it in place. Make sure that the straps aren't being prevented doing their job by the actual first aid kit, which it shouldn't do if it's fitted correctly. Push it hard once the Velcro's off to adhere them, and you are good to go. You now have a first aid kit with you whenever you've got your helmet. And if you're wearing a helmet, chances are you could be in a high risk area, so you've always got a first aid kit with you. Pretty smart. Now, one thing I quite like about this kit as well is, although it's designed to be mounted in a helmet, with the adhesive Velcro backing, it can be quite easily mounted onto machinery, onto manual handling equipment, whether that be a forklift, pallet truck, or you could adhere it to the roof of your cab or the door of your cab. There's a number of different applications for this kit. It's not just limited to hard hats, although that is its primary purpose. On which note, how to deploy it? Well, the last thing you want to do, should something go wrong in a dangerous environment, is to actually take off your PPE. So last thing you want to do is do this, take it off, then you could be opening yourself up to further damage. What you want, and what this kit is designed to do, you're wearing it, you come across a casualty where you've been hurt yourself, grab hold of your helmet, take the finger loop in the back, simply pull it out, and you're ready to administer first aid. Now, I haven't actually taken off the adhesive backing because I plan on actually mounting this on my forklift at work, but for now, that's how it works. So without further ado, what I'll do is I'll show you what's in the actual kit. Okay, so once you've actually deployed the first aid kit from your helmet, or wherever you decide to put it, simply undo the large Velcro frontage here, grab the kit and pull it out. It is totally vacuum sealed to not only save space but also keep the kit totally waterproof, dust proof and contaminant proof. So again, no matter where you take your helmet, the kit inside is always going to be clean. So if I show you the front here, it says exactly what it is. It's the E-FAB First Aid Kit, and it tells you to first raise the alarm and ensure help is on the way. So before administering first aid, one of the most important things is to get more help to you. So it also says please state the emergency and the exact location to the emergency services that are coming to get you. So looking at the first aid kit, we have 4 ways to get in. We have 2 tear notches here at the top, spin it around. We also have 2 on the bottom. So I'll bring the camera around and show you the inside so we can get it open and have a look. Okay, so before we get stuck in, I just want to say that this is a basic first aid kit. It is designed for people with little to no training, also for people who may have done a first aid at work course or an emergency first aid course. So this isn't a traumatic injury amputated limb kit. This is designed to deal with the most common injuries found in industry. So let's get stuck in and have a look what's inside. It will tear open here. Okay, so we are inside. So we'll pull this bit out first. So what we have here is an information sheet. Don't know if the camera is picking that up. So we can open this up and it gives some really helpful advice. So first, raise the alarm and ensure help is on the way. Then it has some basic information for cuts and bleeding, minor burns, adult resuscitation, and spinning it around, it has the actual contents of the kit itself. So that's quite neat. Generally in a first aid situation, if you're not used to it, you do tend to panic, so this could be just what you need to kind of jog your memory. So I like that, so we'll put that to one side for 1 second and have a look at the actual kit. Okay, so here's this part here. So here we have a adhesive wound dressing. So it's like a large heavy duty plaster. So for small cuts, lacerations, that's very smart. So put that to one side. That's got a really good expiration date as well. August 2022. We're now in 2018, so that's really smart. Okay, we have a low adherent absorbent dressing here. So again, for applying to wounds, light wounds or lacerations, apply some direct pressure with this, and that should do the job of stopping that bleeding. We have a pair of gloves here. These seem like pretty good heavy duty gloves. These are latex free, so people with latex allergies shouldn't have to worry about this. So cross contamination is incredibly important. You want to make sure that you aren't catching anything from the casualty and the casualty is not catching anything from you. So putting on gloves before dealing with someone is vitally important. So I like that. Good pair of gloves included with the kit. Next up we have a number of different size plasters. At my work I'm a first aider and the majority of my job is handing out plasters to people. I've been a first aider at work for about 10 years now, and this is 95% of what I do, is just hand out plasters to people because they don't wear their gloves. So yeah, plasters, plenty of them. So it's something you hopefully should never have to do. This is a CPR face shield. So again, with the cross-contamination issue, if you give someone CPR, you're going skin to skin, and you don't want that. So this provides an effective barrier to prevent that cross-contamination. So a CPR face shield. Okay, next up we have some burn soothe gel. So this is a sterile, soothing, cooling gel for burns. So obviously with burns, the most important thing is to cool it down as much as possible, and this aids in the cooling if no fresh clean water is available, and also helps reduce some of the pain and burns hurt a lot. I think that's quite neat. So a bit of burn soothe in there. Okay, next up we have some alcohol-free cleansing wipes. Again, cross-contamination, whether you're cleaning yourself or cleaning the wound for the casualty. It's a really good addition there. So 2 quite large alcohol-free cleansing wipes. Okay, we have a larger low adherent absorbent dressing. So again, this is useful for that direct pressure onto a wound to help stem that flow of bleeding. We have some wound closures, also known as steri-strips. You have 3 large ones there. That should be all you need to close up a wound and get them to hospital. So I quite like that. Very neat little feature. And we have a triangular bandage. So triangular bandages are a staple of all first aid kits. They're a multi-use item. You can use it to use a bandage. You could combine this with one of the absorbent pads or non-adherent pads to hold it onto a wound, and use the triangular bandage to help apply pressure so you haven't got to keep hold of it. Or you can use it to mobilise limbs, and yeah, a number of things, you know, so that's a really nice little feature they've added into that. So there we go. That is the contents of the E-FAB First Aid Kit. As I said, this is not a traumatic injury kit. That is a specialist kind of kit, and you need specialist training to deal with it. This kit is designed to deal with the most common injuries you are likely to face in a standard industrial setting. And I think it does that really well. So just to recap, this is the E-FAB First Aid Kit. It's designed to go underneath a helmet, unobtrusively, keeping you safe should the worst happen. The beauty of this kit is that it can be affixed to a number of different locations. As I said, it can be attached to a cab, piece of MHE, machinery, forklifts, underneath the helmet, anywhere you like. This innovative Velcro attachment system is really neat. The contents are well thought out and designed to deal with a number of different situations which you may find yourself in a medical setting, or in a workplace setting. It has a good aid memoir with it, showing you what to do if you draw a blank or you've had no training. And I think this is small and cheap enough that everyone that has to wear a hard hat or isn't around a decent full first aid kit, perfect. So there we go, the E-FAB First Aid Kit. Thanks for watching. If you like it, tell your boss about it. If not, grab it yourself and take it to work with you. You never know when you might be the first responder to an incident, so have the tools available to help yourself should you come across it. So thanks for watching, stay safe, keep working hard, keep the industry moving, and I'll see you soon.